Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we're late to the party. You know there's a new Beauty and the Beast trailer out?
I hope there's something that wasn't there before.
What's there, Vanessa? So 2017 is shaping up to be another year of very highly anticipated movies coming out so far.
Yes, and one of those would be Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Disney is going through this whole recycling process of going back to,
their animated movies and making them live action.
Yeah, and some of them have been really good. I mean, The Jungle Book I loved, just partly because they took a lot of the homage when it came to the music mixed in with the live action.
I highly enjoyed Cinderella, even though some of the original music wasn't in the movie per se, but I still really liked that movie as well. And then they also had Maleficent, which they kind of twisted a little bit, but
I felt like they were still trying to figure out what they were doing. They didn't want to be exactly like the old movies, but then they realized that people actually enjoyed going back to those old songs. Like, to me, that was what they kind of started figuring out with Cinderella. Like, they had the story down and the movie was there, in terms of just quality, but it was lacking a lot of that feel. At least for me, it lacked a lot of that feel because none of the music was in it except for one of the songs, like in the credits they played it, but that was pretty much it. I was really hoping for some of the, the mice cutting something. But Beauty and the Beast seems to be picking up where The Jungle Book left off, and they're bringing a lot of that music in there, which is what made Beauty and the Beast incredibly popular.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hear how they're gonna make this movie, and the fact that I've read some articles that said that they were gonna take some unused music from the original animated and kind of bring it over too. So that's awesome that they've had unused product and unused scripts and stuff that they're gonna bring over and kind of use.
So we should have grabbed tissues before this. So we are going to watch the new trailer for Beauty and the Beast now. Where's the waterfall? There it is.
That song gets me.
I love you, Daddy. That's what he looked like. Aww. Kevin Kline.
Papa?
Now you must leave here. This castle is alive.
Who's there?
Do you wish to take your father's place?
Come into the light.
He's not so scary.
Show me the girl.
Look at her. What if she is the one? The one who'll break the spell?
Hello. You can talk.
Well, of course he can talk.
Yeah.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
The master's not as terrible as he appears.
I say we kill the beast!
Yeah!
Think of the one thing you've always wanted. Now find it in your mind's eye and feel it in your heart.
The chills just crawling
Be
up.
afraid.
I'm not afraid.
I'm so excited. Oh.
Man, we're just killing Vanessa this year with all these reactions.
God.
Oh man, I am by far most excited for LeFou and Gaston.
I know. They're like, I feel like they picked people perfectly for those. Like Josh Gad and Luke Evans, I thought that they were awesome casting for their characters.
Yeah, and having Ewan McGregor and Ian McKellen and what's the Nanny McPhee, Emma Thompson. Yeah, as like the trio. I mean, the pictures kind of did not win me over.
Yeah, so when they brought the pictures to Entertainment Weekly and we got the like final, I guess, look of what Lumiere and Cogsworth and Mrs. Potts were gonna look like, I was kind of underwhelmed with their look. I didn't really like the way that Lumiere looked. I think he looked like a little too on the nose of them trying to make him more like
realistic. He looked like a candlestick.
Yeah, like a human being, I guess, but like shaped in a candlestick.
Okay, so yeah, they didn't take the features of a candlestick and make them animated. It was like there's a person in the candlestick.
Right.
It was like a carved person.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, that's what it looked
And I mean, there's probably candlesticks out there that are like that anyways, regardless. But, and then the way that Mrs. Potts looked a little bit, it made me a little underwhelmed because I love the way Mrs. Potts looks in the animated version, but seeing them in action in the trailer itself has given me a little bit more of like excitement for their characters and the way that they're gonna act, like the way that Lumiere's like, well, like hanging up the
there.
thing.
And then my thing with Mrs. Potts was it looked like her face was just kind of the design on the pot itself versus like moving around and just kind of shaped into her face. Essentially, she was like a chubby little lady, and it was great. Angela Lansbury as the original Mrs. Potts. Emma Thompson sounds exactly like.
I think that Emma Thompson was the perfect choice as Mrs. Potts, and then also I love the way that Kevin Kline looks as Maurice.
The baguettes, hurry up! I love Kevin Kline. Hands down, love Kevin Kline. And then having him be Maurice, I mean, there's just something very fatherly about Kevin Kline. Now in his later years, I mean, he was such a rapscallion when he was younger, but now he's kind of grown into that role where he's very much a protector type father figure. And since we know Maurice is kind of the fool, everybody laughs at him. It makes me even sadder because I love Kevin Kline so much, and that means he's going to go through the ringer before he gets Belle back. And Gaston, you're going to hate him. You're going to hate him.
To love him, but you're going to love to hate him.
And then the part that it showed where it looks like they were all outside the door, slamming into the door of the castle, which I'm just excited for those scenes.
Kill the beast!
Yeah, kill the beast!
I'm so excited. Just also too with the way that when I first saw the picture of the beast, I was kind of like, oh. But I mean, he, like, in the trailer, it looks a little bit better to me, and I think that when we actually watch the movie, I'll get more of, like, this, like, awesome.
Well, you could see the humanity in his face too. So they didn't go like full blown, beast. There is something very humanistic about his features. Yeah, granted he's big and a beast,
he's a beast.
but you could see it in his face. So the way they've kind of incorporated the CG and the makeup again,
and
intertwining
they always get me
the
with
two.
That song too. I love the title sequence song, even in the movie. Like, so I have it on my phone, and I will repeatedly play that song over and over again because I love it. I love the just of the way it is.
When people call Vanessa, she just doesn't answer it. She just sits there, listens, and call me back. And then puts it down and listens to it again. Stanley Tucci as well. We know Stanley Tucci is in this movie, and he's we think he's going to be portraying the...
Kind of like the way that Tim Curry portrayed the organ in the Enchanted Christmas Beauty and the Beast special that they did. He's going to be kind of like that character.
Because you figure there's got to be more than just Gaston as the antagonist. There's got to be somebody within the house who maybe feels like maybe this is better and doesn't want to change everything.
I don't know if he's going to be exactly like the way that Tim Curry's character was.
There's got to be someone in the castle that's a jerk.
Maybe.
And Stanley Tucci plays a real good jerk.
Yeah, he does.
But we can't really wait to see what
I'm so excited.
comes next.
Yes, I love everything. I love her dress.
Yeah.
The yellow dress. I know that there were some people that felt like it was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Considering, I think that because they were comparing it to the way that Cinderella's dress was. But I absolutely love her yellow dress. I thought that it was very, like, elegant and flowed very
elegant
well.
and sleek versus elegant and poofy.
Yeah.
I mean, there is kind of a difference between the, you know, the poof and the sleekness of
Yeah,
those.
and that way I think the way that they wanted to go with this dress too is when they do the ballroom scene that because you know they twirl and they dance and you can like with the dress as you could see it like flows easier so that it looks more like elegant and I mean that's the word I got.
Aside from the music too by Alan Menken, I really am in very, very interested to hear the score. Like for instance, the score in this trailer.
Yes.
Just how they took the music and made it more grand and epic. Like I want to hear what they do with that music throughout the movie when they're not singing. You know, the backdrop to the scenes that are happening. That's what I'm most excited to. New renditions of the instrumental aspect of the music versus the, you know, vocal aspect.
Yeah, and I'm excited that Alan Menken is back again to come.
Ain't going nowhere.
No, come and compose the music a little bit as well, and I'm so excited to see what new things that they bring and add to the story.
Yeah.
Like when we read that they said that they were going to add a little bit more background to Belle,
yeah.
Whereas she is an inventor, and I was like, duh. Like, why wouldn't she be an inventor with her father? Like, she's just like this out of the world person that she doesn't really belong where she is, and
all how to invent. She read it in a book.
So I mean, she reads all these books. Why wouldn't
Yeah.
she want to invent things? And
A tinkerer of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But we will find out what they have in store for Belle and the gang. I just hope they have the little step stool dog too running around.
I know. I even got my little pins ready for today.
All right. Well, we will find out when we see Beauty and the Beast in
March.
2017 or the next
Feels
trailer.
so long ago.
It will be.
So thank you so much for watching our reaction to the Beauty and the Beast trailer.
Yeah, clearly we have a lot to say about it, and we're going to have a lot more to say about it come March. And we have a lot more to say about all the other movies that are coming out in the next couple months. We got Fantastic Beasts next week.
We got this week. It comes this week.
We're there already?
Yeah.
Oh, so exciting. And we've got Rogue One coming in a few weeks, and then we've got a whole bunch of movies scattered in between there too as well. So come back to our channel and you'll see what we have to say about those as they start popping up. But until then, like us, subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram.
Yeah, all the social networking gin joints, you guys know where they are. And now it's time to say au revoir. Au revoir.